Hello and welcome to Knowledge Masters. Knowledge Masters is a quick recall academic competition for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students from area schools. My name is Gary Stearns and I will be your moderator. Although the teams are familiar with the rules, I would like to state that while Knowledge Masters is similar to Governor's Cup, it is a Hardin County Schools competition. Today, contestants from North Middle School will compete with St. James School. Now, let's meet the team members and sponsors from North Middle School.
Reese Thompson is a 7th grader at North Middle School and is the daughter of Shanae and Bobby Thompson. She participates in academic team volleyball and beta club. She plans to attend college in her future. Andreas Jenkins is the son of Mr. and Miss Jenkins. He is an 8th grader at North Middle School. He is a member of the academic team and archery team. He wants to be a car mechanic. Jaden Latoila is the son of Sabine and Joe Latoila. He is an 8th grader. He is in academic team and band. He would like to be an astronomical engineer when he is older. Braden Barber is the son of Jessica and Brandon. He takes place in cross-country and academic team. He doesn't know what he wants to be in the future. He is a 6th grader at North Middle School. Michelle Kale teaches 6th grade English language arts at North Middle School. She is married to Thomas and is the mother of Lillian Kale. She loves reading and food. She hopes to become a literacy specialist. Shelley Hahn is the media specialist at North Middle School. She is in her 21st year of education. She is married to Kurt and is the mom of Mackenzie and Ian Simpson. She loves to read, take pictures, and find cool techie things to do with her students. She still isn't sure what she wants to do when she grows up.
Now let's meet the team and sponsor for St. James School.
Landon Fisher is an 8th grader at St. James who loves studying about World War II and the German military. He enjoys playing War Thunder and watching reenactments. This is Landon's 2nd year on the academic team. Anthony Pike is an 8th grader at St. James Catholic School who enjoys reading in his spare time. He has 2 older siblings who are in college. His plans are to attend E-Town High School and then get his undergraduate degree from Western Kentucky University. He hopes to pursue a graduate degree from Harvard and practice law as an adult. Mason Baldwin is an 8th grader at St. James School. This is his 3rd year competing on the academic team. In his spare time, he enjoys playing tennis and reading. Abby Clarkson is an 8th grader from St. James. She has been at St. James for 11 years now. She is proficient in literature and has a patchwork knowledge of social studies and the arts. In the future, Abby wants to be an author. She is also interested in becoming a history teacher. Abby's favorite things are reading, listening to Hamilton, and hanging out with her 3 cats. Mrs. Martha West is the librarian at St. James, and this is her 1st year coaching the academic team. She is a master's in reading and an author of a published children's book titled Run, Run as Fast as You Can. This is Mrs. West's 28th year teaching, and in her free time, she likes to travel and read.
Coaches may return to their seats at this time. Contestants, remember you may interrupt the reading of a toss-up question by buzzing in. However, if you answer incorrectly, the question will be reread in its entirety for the opposing team. Teams may confer on bonus questions, but the team captain must give the response. Remember, the bounce-back bonus will be in effect. All questions are worth 1 point, and each half is 10 minutes long. So, the first question goes to either team. It's a toss-up. Tribunes, praetors, and consuls were officials in the government of what ancient republic?
St. James Baldwin.
Roman.
That is correct. Your bonus. This is about what element? It is in many of the things we use every day, such as sugar and paper. Forms of this element exist in coal, oil, and graphite. It is found in every living thing.
Carbon.
Correct. Toss-up. Name the process by which a finish is applied to an object made of some other material by attaching extremely thin sheets of hammered gold.
North La Chalet.
Pleating.
Incorrect. St. James? Time. Gilding. New toss-up. What musical instrument did the Pied Piper use to enchant the...
St. James Pike.
Flute.
Correct. Bonus. Steve can assemble 7 depth finders in an hour, while Roy can assemble only 5 in that time. Working together, how long will it take both of them to assemble 26 depth finders?
Two hours and 10 minutes.
That is correct. New toss-up. The Spaniard, Andre Segovia, was a master of what musical instrument? Time. Guitar. Toss-up. Mars is named after the Roman god of what?
St. James Clarkson.
War.
Correct. Your bonus. The half-life of a radioactive substance is 5 hours. What fraction of a sample of this material will still be radioactive after 25 hours?
20%.
Incorrect.
1/100th.
Incorrect. 1/32 is the answer there. Toss up. How many suffixes are in this quote by George Bernard Shaw? Fashions are induced epidemics.
St. James Baldwin.
2.
Incorrect. North?
North Barber.
3.
That is right. Your bonus. What South American country is bordered to the west by Chile and on its east by Uruguay?
Brazil.
Incorrect. St. James?
Argentina.
Yeah, that is right. Argentina is correct. A toss-up. What art form did Auguste Rodin define as an art of hollows and projections?
St. James Baldwin.
3-dimensional.
Incorrect. North?
North Barber.
Sculpting.
That is correct. Sculpting is right. New toss-up. What word? Oh, bonus? Okay, toss-up. What word? Oh, sorry. Bonus question then for North. What word with a double meaning is missing in this ditty? Franklin sailed a key hung kite and watched the storm-strung flight of it. Everyone seemed much impressed, but Edison made blank of it.
No answer. No answer.
No answer, St. James?
Spite.
Light is the correct answer. New toss-up. Remember the Maine was a slogan used to promote a war between the United States and what European country?
St. James Fisher.
Germany.
Incorrect. North?
North La Chalet.
Great Britain.
Incorrect. Spain is the right answer there. New toss-up. Which of Newton's laws explains why an orbiting astronaut can place a tool in space and it just remains there, seemingly floating?
North La Chalet.
Third.
Incorrect. St. James?
St. James Pike.
2nd.
It is the first law. New toss-up. How many cubits must there be? Beg pardon. How many cubits were there in Noah's Ark if it measured 50 by 30 by 300 cubits? Time. The answer, 450,000. New toss-up. What term is used for each of several smaller streams that empty into a larger one?
St. James Pike.
Tributaries.
That is correct. Your bonus. What material used in classical sculpture is a metamorphic rock derived from limestone that is composed mainly of crystalline form of calcium carbonate?
Granite.
Incorrect. North?
Marble.
Marble is the right answer. New toss-up. All living octogenarian Asians comprise what kind of set? Time. Finite. New toss-up. Name this kind of list in a formal meeting. Call to order. Reading and approval of minutes. Reports of officers. Reports of special committees. Unfinished business. New business. Announcements. Adjournment.
North, Lachalet.
Court.
Incorrect. St. James?
St. James Pike.
Parliamentarian procedure.
No agenda is the right answer there. New toss-up. What is the superlative form of the adjective in this sentence? She maintained a delicate balance.
North, Barber.
Delicately.
Incorrect. St. James? Most delicate is the right answer there. A new toss-up. Who is the central character in the novel Island of the Blue Dolphins? Time. Karana. New toss-up. Name the two American presidents who held office during World War II.
St. James Baldwin.
Franklin Roosevelt and Harry Truman.
That is correct. Your bonus. What two elements are produced by the electrolysis of water?
Hydrogen and oxygen.
That is correct. New toss-up. The parallel sides of a trapezoid are called bases, while the non-parallel sides are called what?
St. James Baldwin.
Hypotenuse.
Incorrect. North?
North, Lachalet.
Legs.
Correct. They're called legs. Your bonus. There are sites in places like Taos, New Mexico, Austerlitz, New York, and Peterborough, New Hampshire, where artists live or gather to interact and support one another. Collectively, these sites are known as what?
New answer.
Conventions.
No colonies or art colonies, the correct answer. Toss up. The Spanish word cincuenta indicates what number?
St. James Pike.
500.
Incorrect. Correct answer there is 50, and that sound indicates the end of the first half with the score North Middle School 4 and St. James 9. Welcome back to the second half of our match between North Middle School and St. James. During intermission, we would like to learn something about both of these schools.
North
North Middle School is the district's newest middle school. It is adjacent to North Hardin High School campus. North Middle's 8th graders proceed on to North Hardin High School, and its 6th graders come from Radcliffe Elementary, Meadowview Elementary, and Woodland Elementary schools. It opens its doors in January of 2010 after the district elected to move students from the former Radcliffe Middle School to its new campus, located off of Joe Prather Highway. Its diverse student body, faculty, and staff are a plus when identifying with families that live in close proximity to the Fort Knox military installation.
Welcome to St. James School. The living environment is to develop students physically, spiritually, academically, and morally. The old school started with approximately 20 students and 4 teachers. Today, approximately 425 students attend St. James. The tradition continues here at St. James with the attendance of Catholics and non-Catholics. It is by hope to educate children spiritually, academically, and morally. Since that time, in order to move the educational mood of the students and the outmost changing world, at St. James Catholic School, its goals are to develop a living environment while the facility and faculty grow. Our basic curriculum is religion, math, science, social studies, computer, physical education, Spanish, art, music, and math. And algebra is offered to the 8th graders. At the present time, St. James School is currently kindergarten through 8th grade with a preschool for 3 and 4-year-olds and an after-school care. At St. James School, the tradition continues.
During the half, the following substitutions were made. Joining North Middle School are Devin Bava and Andrew Parker. Teams, let us now start the second half with a toss-up. What practice, common to many world religions, involves a journey to a holy or sacred?
St. James Pike.
Pilgrimage.
Correct. Bonus. What is the common name for a long-legged arachnid, sometimes called a harvestman?
Daddy Longlegs.
Correct. New toss-up. In the Great Tsunami of 2004, what country suffered the largest number of fatalities?
North Bava.
Japan.
Incorrect. St. James.
St. James Pike.
China.
Incorrect. Indonesia was the correct answer there. New toss-up. In 1776, Adam Smith wrote that the discovery of America and finding a passage to the East Indies around what cape were the 2 greatest and most important events recorded in?
St. James Baldwin.
Cape of Good Hope.
Correct. Bonus. Identify all words used as verbs in this example. She and Mr. Wesson convinced the would-be burglar to leave and do it immediately.
Convince, leave, and do.
Incorrect.
5.
Incorrect. Convinced is the only verb in that sentence. New toss-up. These forms of music originated in what country? Marching bands, barbershop quartets, gospel music.
North Bava.
America.
Correct. Your bonus. Someone who is feeling queasy is experiencing what?
Seasickness.
Incorrect. St. James?
Nausea.
That is correct. New toss-up. What is the sum of the three largest two-digit perfect squares? Time 194. New toss-up. It completes the marketing process by giving the consumer vital information just prior to making the final purchasing decision. The product container and its graphic design make up what?
North Barber.
The label.
Incorrect. St. James?
St. James Pike.
Display.
Incorrect. Packaging is the correct answer. New toss-up. What alkaloid that acts as a natural pesticide in plants by paralyzing and killing insects feeding on them is also a central nervous system stimulant present in tea and coffee?
St. James Pike.
Caffeine.
Correct. Toss-up. 4 times a number is decreased by 101. The result is 99. Find the number.
50.
That is correct. Toss-up. What state is the setting for the novel My Friend Flicka?
North Barber.
Michigan.
Incorrect. St. James?
St. James Pike.
Kentucky.
No, it's Wyoming. New toss-up. Since 1949, the U.S. government has held an annual competition to create stamps revenue which go to the U.S. Migratory Bird Conservation Fund. These are known as what kind of stamps?
North Bava.
Food stamps.
Incorrect. St. James?
St. James Pike.
Freedom stamps.
No, they are duck stamps. Next toss-up. Sorry, turn the page here. If 20% of the aliens invading Seattle are from Mars, and 30% of those are from southern Mars, and 10% of those have yellow whiskers, what is the percentage of all the aliens invading Seattle from southern Martians with yellow whiskers?
St. James Peak.
40%.
Incorrect. North?
North La Chalet.
10%.
No, 0.6. New toss-up. What term used in the preamble of the U.S. Constitution means health, means health, happiness, and prosperity?
St. James Pike.
Common good.
Incorrect. North? Welfare is the correct answer there. New toss-up. Name the practice of keeping the body clean to prevent infection and illness.
North Barber.
Sanitation.
Incorrect.
St. James Clarkson.
Hygiene.
Hygiene is right. Here's your bonus question. How many adverbs are in this example? A dispute between professional baseball team owners and players resulted in the cancellation of spring training, posing a grave threat to the nation's spit supply.
Zero.
That is correct. There are none. New toss-up. If the perimeter of a rectangle is 72 inches and the length is twice the width, what is its length? Time, 24 inches. A new toss-up. Between jobs is a euphemism for someone who is in what situation?
St. James Clarkson.
Unemployed.
That is correct. Here is your your bonus. Dermatologist is to skin as cardiologist is to what organ?
Heart.
That is correct. A new toss-up. What Asian country lies between the Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal?
St. James, Baldwin.
Bangladesh.
Incorrect.
North, La Chalet.
China.
No, we were looking for India or Sri Lanka. New toss-up. A motion picture photographer wants to show the sprouting growth and flowering of a daisy in 1 minute.
North, Barber.
Time lapse.
Incorrect. I need to read. A motion picture photographer wants to show the sprouting growth and flowering of a daisy in 1 minute. What kind of photography must be used?
St. James, Baldwin.
Motion picture.
Incorrect. Time-lapse photography is the right answer.
That's what he said.
Is that what he said? Yeah. My mistake. I misheard. We go back then. I'm sorry. I thought he said camera, and that's why I say talk loudly, because I apologize. I didn't understand. So you guys, so I'll start over with a bonus. So Stephanie, we're on page 12. So that is correct. Time lapse is the right answer. Here is your bonus. Multiply the following by 2. 89 degrees, 52 minutes, 47.5 seconds. Time? St. James? No answer. 179 degrees, 45 minutes, 35 seconds. New toss-up. An outdoor theatrical setting, usually with a large semicircular seating area sloping down to the stage, is called what kind of theater?
St. James Pike.
Amphitheater.
That is correct. Your bonus, how many European countries have names beginning with F?
One.
Incorrect. The correct answer there is 2, France and Finland, but the buzzer indicates the end of our match with North 6 points and St. James winning with 20 points.